well.
Okay.
Good to go?
And I'm starting the recording now, and I'll just duck out, let you commentate. And you can tell them to start.
Ooh, and we're off.
All right.
Hook's first move begins with a fate. Well, actually gaining a power.
Gaining a power. So,
Oh, shit.
changing locations here. Fading first. Welcome to those who are tuning in to watch. We have the first of our final 4
Oh,
matches
Aurora to everywhere.
for our Battle Royale. We have new Captain Hook from the I2E, played by Mootch, and the new Maleficent from I2E, played by Zlay. And we do see Captain Hook starting out with a Fate, getting a couple heroes. And
He also gets rid of the discarded item fate early.
did.
That's nice.
Wendy on the board.
Ooh.
Let's see. Maleficent starts out by going to Forbidden Mountains and popping down a hero, John, at Lost Boys hideout.
Gets one of her first allies out with a cackle. Guard. This is a pretty spread fate board already.
Yeah, three heroes right in a row. Aurora early with an extra hero is not a fun start for Maleficent. We see Captain Hook trying to find and defeat Peter Pan, and Maleficent looking to get 4 curses, 1 at each location.
Ooh. An ingenious device, which isn't too bad. He only has one other card that could get rid of it in the deck, of his fate deck.
And Maleficent can't fate this turn either, so.
Ooh, she's opting for the chance to stay at the 3 power location one more turn.
Gonna move John. Do we cover Mermaid Lagoon, or looks like we're gonna put him at the Skull Rock there.
And that's not too bad, because usually Hook just goes there for the fate and discard anyway.
It is nice to have a play card at that location.
That is true.
Too. You see, just gonna cover the board with heroes here.
What's your number? I'll send you a number.
Alright, so we do have a Raven in hand. Prince Philip still in the Fate deck.
Yeah, mine is 613 8.
Now I'm curious, knowing that the Raven's in hand, would you opt to
613 860.
hesitate the fate so you don't have to have a forced Prince Philip before
Did you get that?
the Raven's out?
There's nothing to protect the Raven right away. How many
Yeah.
Fate cards are left in that deck? Let's see.
8.
Still 8 of them.
What's your number?
Yeah, I don't know. I might try clearing that board a little first with the dragon form.
Say it again.
That's a good thought too, though. Get rid of Aurora and get that location back.
That is intriguing. But it is important to have that location, so.
You should have gotten a message.
We got Lost Boys.
Oh.
You do see
I think you got it. Okay, well, I'll chat with you
Mermaid
later.
Lagoon move. We're gonna move over the Lost Boys and keep that Fate location uncovered.
And 61320.
Wacko, does he have a map in hand?
Yeah, so just check.
I think Wacko
if not, your friend can
is
maybe connect
silent commentator.
Okay. That's okay.
So we will just have to be surprised as cards come out.
Okay. I don't mind that either, because sometimes that's why you go to the lagoon, just so you get that 3 power.
have to go now, but we'll keep in touch, okay?
Now, the only problem about moving Lost Boys to there is you won't be able to, on a future turn, move the ingenious device off of there.
Yeah, you have to move them off. Move them off from the other location there.
Mm.
All right. So turn over to Maleficent. And let's see. I think I might get rid of one of those other heroes.
I feel like that would be helpful. What do you?
And if we get fated, get some extra power from that. We do
Yeah.
get rid of Flora.
Nice to have your hand be secret again.
Mhm. And do we see if Captain Hook gives Maleficent some extra money? Yep.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And
What's
there's Prince Philip, so now the Raven is free to come out.
played? You may move one ally from each adjacent location to his location. You know what? It'd be tempting to do that in this. Well, actually, not as tempting because of the ally required to play a hero kind of effect.
Hmm.
Wait, interesting. So you have to blow up an ally wherever you play Tinkerbell.
If there's an ally there, yeah. So we see double stacking on top of Mermaid Lagoon, which that can hurt Hook's maneuverability late game if that gets stacked with heroes there.
Yeah, it definitely can. I remember that one well.
We do see the Raven come out with Prince Philip being gone.
Which is a really nice position.
We do have a
Ooh,
taunt and a pixie dust.
is he preferring the pixie dust? I'd almost prefer to taunt on Tinkerbell right now. Just to make Tinkerbell usable later. Why did Tinkerbell go back?
Yeah, Tinkerbell shouldn't go away.
Tinkerbell
There we
was
go.
there. It's like, Tinkerbell shouldn't be. Hook does not get rid of Tinkerbell.
We do see a taunt. Looks like it's going on the Lost Boys.
Okay, that's not a bad play. Wacko is looking around. I see his mouse moving.
Okay, so we see a couple cards discarded and off to another fate. So only thing you can play is a sword.
A sword on. Now, would you
So,
have played sword on guards or King Hubert?
I probably wouldn't have put it on Hubert. I think he's probably trying to keep that fate location covered,
I guess
which is
that's
another
fair.
possibility. I would have probably liked it on Guards or Merryweather, just to make it a little easier to keep Merryweather around longer or prevent a dragon form on the guards.
Okay.
We
We
do
got
have
that.
our first curse out, Forest of Thorns.
Yeah, indeed.
And see.
I don't think it's possible for him. No, he would have to play 3 in a turn right now if he wants to get ton out.
Hmm.
Hook rivaling Prince John in economy right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we see Once Upon a Dream to get rid of a curse, or we can see guards to cover up the move.
I would get rid of the curse personally while you could with the Dreamless, but
I might. You still got Stefan um in the fate pile. Although if
true.
there's a green fire in hand, we might see that protection given to the Forest of Thorns. And I think that might be his third. I think that's his third.
Yeah. Third worthy opponent.
Third worthy opponent. Yep.
uh, you gotta love what happens when Tan's at the bottom of all your heroes.
Yep. We do have Raven playing. a goon, and Maleficent playing a goon to get rid of Hubert.
Is that possible? Because Hubert would have 5 strength, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you've got the goon with gets +1 for the ally that's there.
Oh, okay.
So
Goon and
the goon's 2, and the
I get it. Okay.
sinister goon is 3.
3. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. And we do see a condition for Captain Hook,
Ooh, obsession's really good.
looking to either play a hero or discard a hero.
And it's in order of revealed. So,
You reveal it until you reveal a hero.
yeah.
Everything else is discarded, and then you can choose to play the hero or discard him.
So let's see. I forget if there's 7 here. Oh,
So
TikTok.
there's TikTok, which will be discarded. And
Smart.
then Zlay will get to Fate here. Oh no, choosing to play TikTok.
I guess that's true, because he would control where it's played.
Mm-hmm. And we do see, so we now see we're going to have to play the map to get out Pan.
Technically, you don't, because there's only 2 heroes left. But
Well,
if he
all
wants to
3 of his
not be.
worthy, he's going to have to
Yeah.
get back through to his worthy
Yeah.
opponents, and he's got 17 cards still in his
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah, you're right. That wouldn't be as ideal, would it? And the 2 taunts are out, so there's no worry of the taunting pan.
There's going to be King Stefan. Saving him for later, it looks like. And we're just going to have a board full of guards, it looks like.
This is the most dutiful guards I've seen, covering the whole land. this is what happened in the movie, assaulting the castle,
Can't
assaulting.
play them there. Can't double cover. There we go. The Forest of Thorns prevents them from going there. Raven going to gain some money. And we see some discards, maybe? Or we have a dragon form to get rid of. Nope, we have a curse.
Ooh, some dreamless sleeping. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't move out your hook without his 3rd location. Can't move his stuff.
Yes, that ingenious device will be sitting there for a while.
Yeah. Now would be a good time to remove a curse. Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
think
like,
so.
yeah.
I'd probably get rid of the Dreamless Sleep. Because right now, Fauna cannot get rid of that. Protected by the Forest of Thorns.
Well, if you get rid of the Forest of Thorns, then Dreamless Sleep's open to loads of things.
True, but there's more heroes that can discard the Forest of Thorns.
That's true.
We
There's
see the
quite a
Lost Boys getting moved over.
Ooh.
Got a Sinister Goon. And a free ally for Captain Hook. Courtesy of Cunning. And we do see another fate from Captain Hook. Double covering the castle. And
Filling hand. Ooh, we got some fire, we got some forest. Malice. Remind me what triggers Malice. I'm pretty sure it's defeating.
defeating a hero of 3 or more.
Ah. That'll be handy once Hook gets Pan out.
Well, the taunts are already out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like tend to see Mooch doesn't like to discard those taunted heroes until later.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because once Pan's out, then he'll actually start fighting the taunted heroes. I think we see all the forests of thorns.
I might have moved over Tinkerbell to clear up that Mermaid Lagoon. Oh, there we go.
One way to use the Starkey at least. A
I'm not
sword.
sure about that. How did we move 2 heroes? Let's see. Oh, okay. I see. He just did it out of order.
Making the
He
Merryweather.
played Starkey to move the Lost Boys and then move Tinkerbell with the move a hero, but he did it. Put it all
Got
down
it.
out of order.
Yeah.
Do
That
you have a
sometimes happens thinking through those
sword?
actions.
Sword to Merryweather.
That's not a bad idea. Making Merryweather 6 strength means he has to invest a lot of resources to kill Merryweather. That does make it harder to. The sword has a lot of good targets right now, admittedly.
Being indecisive on the sword.
Now, I'm surprised our Mal player didn't play Tyranny.
Choosing to discard it instead.
Yeah, because I have 3 more allies, so at the worst it's a deck cycle. I don't
We
know.
wanted to protect the Raven from Philip coming back out. And now we have the woods cleared up, so that'll be good for Maleficent.
Yeah,
Those
indeed.
curses there won't be able to be discarded now by Once Upon a Dream.
Let's see. Right now, the Raven on the later turn. Oh, yeah, I guess you're waiting to see if you pull a pan.
Might have a map and a cannon in hand.
Yeah, wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, move. Yeah, fair. 4. Oh, there's the
And
map.
there's the map. Putting out pan. And do we see a cannon? Yes. So that's going to get rid of one of those lost boys. And they are 5 strength because of Wendy, so we'll need to get rid of 6 strength of allies. Yep,
Hook has nothing with an odd number of strength, so
that is true.
which means if someone has 1 extra strength on his hero side, requires 2 strength. Might as well round up. Maleficent just opting for the Fate, seeing pan out, which ain't a bad plan. Ooh, not getting rid of the cannon.
Yeah, I think you get rid of that ingenious device there. You have to move pan over 1 spot at a time. We do have a bird in jeopardy, though.
Is there? Okay, there is 1 taunt on the board still.
Yes, there's
Got it.
still a taunt on the board.
Ooh, we have a King Stefan. Which would be. I was gonna say, King Stefan is almost. Would at least get rid of the green fire, but he wouldn't be able to kill a forest, so.
Mm-hmm.
Opting to keep Merryweather alive? That's not a bad play either. Yeah, I don't mind the strategy of saving King Stefan for a more ideal moment. I
Choosing
also don't mind
to
that.
move over Starkey.
Vanishing.
So Raven's gonna play a Vanish, and then gonna get some money and get rid of the guards.
He got rid of. Oh, is it just labeled? Is the card called guards or? Okay, okay. I was gonna say. Did he get rid of multiple? I was wondering for a second. Dragon form. Dragon form 8 is handy. It's a lot of give him the scares. Oh, he played one. It's like, is he discarding?
Yeah. Alright, so we got Aurora. And
What
what's
is,
the next card?
I have a bet it's gonna. Yep. Is it a May on Aurora?
I do not believe it is.
Okay, well then he has to play Flora. And this is an interesting one. I would personally. That's probably a big place.
Maleficent needs another ally to be able to play some curses.
Ooh, we got a coward? Is what it's called? Cunning.
Yeah, Cunning puts the free ally out for Hook.
Which is nice. It saves him play card actions mostly at this point.
So Raven playing a curse.
Zlay reminding that it costs 2 more power because of a sword. Ooh, we got Pixie Dust.
Pixie Dust for Pan.
And that Pixie Dust ain't disappearing till Pan's beaten. More boarding parties.
And there goes the Raven. That hurts, Maleficent.
That does. Yeah, let's see. And she wouldn't be able to win right now, so okay. See, that's the thing I have to keep paying attention to with new Mao is she can be in those situations where she can get a lot of board progress really quickly if she has the right scenario. That Merryweather's still there though, so
Yeah,
double sinister gooning who?
getting rid of Flora with a sword.
Okay. Alright, it does add 2 more cards to the Fate deck, making it less likely there's always going to be a solution. Okay.
Alright, what does Captain Hook do? Try to make some progress here. Gonna put down a couple allies and vanquish the Lost Boys. Nope.
By the way, this is the most times I've seen Mootch actually go to his third location.
I think it's maybe been 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. That was a good give him a scare.
Moving over the cannon.
You know, would you have taken the advantage of the Vanquish opportunity to get rid of one more talent for now?
I probably would have gone ahead and gotten rid of it.
Okay, because I
There's
think it'd be
still 4 more cards in the Fate discard pile before it would come around again.
Dreamless Sleeper King Stefan. King Stefan taking out 2 things. With this current board state, I'm actually there's no more Force Strength things to blow up the Force of Thorns right now.
You know, they're all on the board. But Maleficent needs allies to even get anything else out.
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to get rid of... Are we going to do it?
I would. It's not often you have, because one of the things Hook needs when Fate spamming game, which this is not, is just a few Vanquish actions, and his deck supplies the allies easy enough. I'd just go for it.
So there goes the Lost Boys.
I'd say a note to everyone though is when vanquishing with Hook, you usually prioritize the bigger boys' usage first because they're easier targets for Tinkerbell.
Well,
But I
Tinkerbell's
guess,
on the board.
yeah, that's true. But she could always come back if he taunts Tinkerbell.
And Maleficent needs a taunt here, or this will be game over.
It seems like game.
Yep, because we got 8 strength plus that's 14 strength, so.
Game at 25 minutes. Ish.
Alright, so we will reset for game 2, and Maleficent will get the choice of first or second.
What do you think's better in general for new Mal in this matchup? Being able to get that early fate or being able to cycle a lot?
I mean, if Hook has a strategy of fading all the time, she needs to be able to get an early. It's not. I don't see covering, like blocking Hook is not viable for the Fate, unfortunately. But you almost need to get to where you can have a couple curses out and protect a location to keep from getting buried.
So maybe first turn board rush? Oh, let me help them.
Yeah, you've got a color. I am gray.
What did they do?
Just hold in the middle button. Is it not going?
No, we might need a new one because this one looks like it's been edited somehow now. Yeah, let's just get a new one.
There's one.
Perfect.
Grab that one that dropped in the middle of the board there.
How do you get it back upright?
Same way you do any other object. Like that.
Well. Okay. Cool. Color mode's enabled. Yes. I'm so glad we, at least someone of us, knew it and implemented it. Yeah, that's always an interesting part about new Mal is, or even the old Mal, is you basically can rush or you can fade. There's no in between.
Well, New Maleficent, it's a little harder to rush because you have to have the allies out to play the curse.
That's true. So you have at least 4 extra cards you have to play.
Early Merryweather.
Oh. Yeah, Early Memory Weaver might have just, in my mind, sealed this matchup almost. Ooh, a TikTok though. Oh, so did Mal pick first or second? I didn't even notice.
Maleficent went first.
Maleficent went first. Okay. Funny enough, looking at the stats from all the matches, currently the win rate if you just go first is about 53%. Which is down from when Not My Dance last reported from Wicked League. It was about 55% when he reported it, I believe. Very intriguing. We got a boarding party. Yeah, something when I was looking at Hook's deck in general, over half of his deck is just allies or stuff that puts strength on his board.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is it helpful towards his objective, it's just makes it really easy to go about discarding even your own allies if you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll just find them again at some point.
So let's see. Playing the ingenious device.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to this maneuver. Where's the opponent? John. And gets rid of a taunt in the process. That's both taunts in the discard pile. Pixie Dust.
Pixie
Put it
Dust to
lost.
the Lost Boys. And anything to play? It looks like we are not playing anything.
The one worded I
So,
wish was a little different on John was whenever an item's attached to him, he just gets +1 for each item, rather than just +1 if he has an item.
yeah.
I feel like that'd be more
So the
epic.
question is, does Captain Hook have anything in his hand that he cares about losing?
That's a good point.
Because if
TikTok
he
guy.
doesn't want to lose his hand, TikTok's in a good spot for Maleficent right now.
At least with New
Looks
Hook.
like we are sacrificing the hand. We are sacrificing the map. Okay.
I can get behind it personally. The map is one of the more inefficient routes to go, usually. Actually,
I mean, it depends
looking.
on how you play it.
Well, actually, knowing that both of the taunts are in the discard pile right now, and there's 7 fates left, actually the map wouldn't have been a bad idea. But perhaps that board control is more important.
Let's see. We got the Raven.
Ooh. But with no protection, no fire.
I think Maleficent's still looking for allies.
Yeah, that's fair. And the Raven's like the exact opposite of what you need to play curses. Literally, this new Raven denies you from getting able to play curses. Ooh. Let's see.
Looks like we need. No, we do have a card to play. Let's see. Do we have any allies to play? Got the staff and a fate. Looking to get Peter Pan in the discard pile. There we go.
Yep, because now that the map's there, this is going to be a game of. It's going to be a little bit of time. At least currently, this just looks like it's going to be a long game rather than an easy win for any of the two right now. Hook has to dig through his deck a few times.
Moving over TikTok, I would say that's probably. I probably would have moved over TikTok, but tried to get him off the Mermaid Lagoon.
Could be fair. I find TikTok is his effect is less devastating than when I was first playing the game. Honestly, looking at it now, I feel like sometimes he actually helps you.
Well, it just depends on what you have in your hand when he comes out.
Yeah, it also depends on where he is. If he's, for example, blocking location number 2, Skull Rock, unless you have something really good in your hand, it's basically the same actions you would have had anyway. You're really gonna play King? What was the everyone guards he had in the Fate?
Looks like it.
Huh. Interesting time to choose Stefan.
He decided not to move Maleficent.
I'd say that's fair. Prevents her from being able to Fate again. I'd be
Raven's
kind of
going
curious if
to get some money.
we
Do we
ever
see a
made
dragon form? Nope.
Dragon form. Nope,
Vanishing.
vanishing. Probably hoping for Dragon form.
Discarding everything and fading again. And a sword for somebody. Fauna. Prevent dragon form. Nope. Putting on the guards.
Yeah, blocking that top, the 4th location is big deal. Granted, I'd kind of opt for spreading the love. We got a Cackler.
Played by the Raven. And a curse and
Interesting.
a vanquish.
Yeah, she was at 0 strength, so
Mm-hmm. Yep.
didn't.
Moving
Could.
Michael. Are we moving TikTok? Moving TikTok twice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Leaving Michael alone.
Michael.
And do we see another ally, or give him a scare maybe?
True. At this point, he has to dig. So.
Okay. And there's Philip.
Does he use Philip to blow up the Raven? Kind of tempting, in my opinion. Yeah. Green fire comes out.
Okay, that's going to protect that curse. So now we have Maleficent probably try to stack some curses up here. King Stefan gone, that green fire is going to be safe.
Darky. Okay. In terms of board control, I think Hook is winning the board control here.
Well, when you have a move, a hero action, you definitely have better board control.
Yeah, I know. It's now in terms of progress.
Getting rid of Wendy and some Lost Boys.
That's really good.
And Maleficent, if we have another curse, might go ahead and put a curse down here. Yep. Staff saving a power. And we need a ally to get rid of Merryweather.
Question is, does she gain it? Ooh, discarding a cannon. Well, I guess you're hunting for pan right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the trouble is without the Raven, you don't have access to a discard location. We see a sword and
Yeah.
some guards. Might give Aurora a sword in this
Or,
instance.
or did you get Merryweather a sword?
There we go. There's a card to allow some digging.
Yeah. Funny is he had it a few other times. Oh, wait, he discarded another digger? Because since Maleficent's condition is a board state rather than a trigger, you can technically, if you draw, basically if you gain the cycling condition from it. Oh, getting rid of his own green fire.
Putting down a Forest of Thorns.
Maleficent parts her fire so she could put a forest of thorns in its place.
Moving over
But
the ally.
funny enough, it's about the same safety as a green fire. Ooh, a cunning to get a brute.
Don't. Oh, yeah. For each hero. So, tempting to get Peter Pan out here. And Tinkerbell. Then moving her over.
Yep, might as well.
Those curses are safe from that.
Got a Herbert. Herbert can move the allies around. Be funny to move the cackling goon to the.
Yeah, it doesn't help too much to move the ally at this point in time.
No, you're right. If anything, the minor thing he could do is by moving the cackling goon, he can't play curses to the.
True, but that would be ideal time to get rid of Merryweather.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh, we have one spectator. That's nice.
We got getting rid of Merryweather. We're going to get some money out of that.
Yeah. 3 power, right? Yeah. -1, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Not sure how many of the opponents have gone by. Still haven't gone around back to.
It won't matter
Coming back.
because,
Looks like we're almost at the bottom of the deck here.
yeah, 1 card left and he'll draw into it.
Discarding
Yeah.
a cannon. Fading. And let's see. You got a sword or Flora? Can't put her at the forest. Or the
I would
cottage, I mean.
argue Flora just for the hand information.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can't put her at the cottage.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Sword ain't bad idea either, since it increases the cost to play stuff to the location. So, I'd say there's a fair argument for either. So, have you ever
So,
had 2 swords on one location so therefore the
you.
curses cost 4 more?
I can't say that I have.
Okay.
Alright, so what is in that discard pile? We maybe. Do we see? We're checking the discard pile. Maybe move over one of the curses. Play an
There's
ally, or play a curse, move an ally. Move an ally.
there's one dreamless sleep left. Intriguing.
Okay, so there's the dreamless, or the Once Upon a Dream.
More guards. Oh.
Yeah, I think Maleficent, if she hadn't lost the Raven, could have had a shot at this one right about now.
Wendy.
Missing that extra action for sure. Let's see, who are
Yeah.
we getting rid of? We're gonna get rid of Flora. Get some
Did,
money.
I don't think she liked the information being shown.
And let's see, do you play something? I might put that Sinister Goon at the forest. We're gonna protect some curses.
Wait, how does she play a curse there? There's no ally there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There's no ally there anymore.
Should I let him know?
I'll message him.
You got it? Okay. The one time you wish it wasn't the regular. Yeah. So in this case, yeah. And he doesn't have to reveal his hand anymore, technically. But,
Pausing for a second
okay.
while we figure out what we're doing here. Yep, putting the ally down.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad we resolved that. I was gonna say, free information to everyone, I guess.
There we go. Now we have fauna. Where are we stacking fauna?
Yeah, you have so many options now.
Alright, you could play a curse, you can move a curse. I don't know if you want to move a curse just yet, though.
Yeah, there's two cards that can.
If you do move a curse, you could get to 3, and then potentially play a curse on the last one.
So we are. It's Zlay's turn.
The question is, what is out and available? Fauna's on the board, so you could move one of those Dreamless Sleeps over to. Yep, that's what I was thinking with that one. And then play a curse to the Forbidden Mountains, maybe?
Oh, what's he playing?
Playing the curse down that
What?
way. So we spent 5 to play the extra curse.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say that was a lot of power spending.
Alright, so let's see what we get for Fate-wise. We got a sword. Ooh, that's not going to do it if he can play a curse next turn. Although that's going to prevent the. Yep, sword will
Easy
prevent.
playing of a curse, yeah.
Although we do, if there's a Forest of Thorns in hand, we do
If
get
there's
a discount. So we could spend, instead of 4, it would only cost 3.
Peter Pan! Peter Pan's finally out.
Alright, the question is, do we have a Forest of Thorns in hand?
And is there a taunt on the
I
board at
think we
all?
might have a Forest of Thorns in hand. 3. There we go. That's Maleficent.
Ooh. Oh boy. That literally was down to the wire too.
Yep, so that's one game apiece.
Yeah. Boy. 20-minute game. Goes to new Mal. First game was to new Hook, so now this is the final game that determined.
Yep, and this is the first match these guys played. This is actually a rematch from the winners bracket. The first match, Hook won, I think 2 games to 1. So this
Okay.
last match coming down to the same third game. Well
See,
played by both. On to game 3.
is it pausing and I'm just not seeing it through the delay or something?
You have to hit the pause, like tap the middle,
Okay.
and then hold it in to reset.
It's not registering my pause. Yeah, it's not registering me tapping it. One
Here,
reason or another.
let me see if I can. Possibly because they're got it set to colors. They might be the only ones. If it's set to colors, they might be the only ones able to edit it.
Got it. I'll
So
tell them to.
I'm just gonna drop in another new one.
Okay.
Let's see, objects, chess timer.
Okay, Hook wants to go first. Boy, this is intense. Because whoever loses this is done from the tournament, and whoever wins this is gonna go up against whoever loses our match. Which will be me or you. So this will be intriguing.
Back to gray for me. All right, so what do we have here? So we have first turn, Flora.
It's convenient to the spectators.
All right, yeah, I think you just get rid of her right off the bat. Dragon form. Get rid of
Boom.
that fairy.
Doesn't take much.
Discard a tyranny and draw some cards.
He is
And we're gonna
fading.
gain 3 power. Mooch not caring about giving some extra power, and that's a whiff on a fate for that one.
Yeah, indeed. Good info for the new Mal. A worthy
Attempt
opponent?
to get Peter Pan. We get John instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Hook
But
definitely not starved for power. He's had plenty of sources of income this match here.
note, he did get 2 of his 8 heroes in the discard pile, so that'll be helping improve his odds for Pan.
Got a taunt or Michael. We're gonna
Ooh.
put Michael out on top of the hideout.
Interesting. That means we have 4 heroes out of that deck now.
One
Lots
worthy
of.
opponent gone. There's quite a few heroes in there too. So
Ooh, Michael being moved.
I think Hook has had Ingenious Device fairly early for a duplicate.
No kidding.
Hook has had that Ingenious Device pretty early. Most I think all 3 of these games.
Yeah, it's not too implausible either, but yeah, it has been good luck.
Crocodile.
Oh,
There's Pan buried. So now we have the crocodile.
ooh.
And Maleficent getting a good range of allies here to start this game out. So, what does Hook have in his hand? Can he sacrifice it?
Yeah, if he has the map, unfortunately, it's a very intimidating sacrifice.
Debating. This, if he's got the map, this is 2 games in a row that the crocodile came at right in time. Yep,
He
and
got
there it
the
goes.
map!
There goes that map again.
Boy, the classic cook would have loved that hand.
Oh, I think he still debating. Can I make this risk again?
Did he draw his hand back? Yeah, he did.
He did, but I think yep, he's still, he says, nope, not doing it. And now we see some heroes. There's some guards and Stefan.
I definitely prefer guards over Stefan right now. You need him to get rid of the curses as they come.
Let's see here. Maleficent going to get some money. Getting rid of the guards and vanishing. Nice play. Nice turn. We do see a free ally for Captain Hook. First ally for him for this game.
Mm,
Discard some cards and fate. So we get Maleficent with some money. Covering that location right up again.
with the
Do get to
same thing
stay
that
where
was
we're at
killed.
here.
The
We're
replacement
gonna
Vanguard.
see if we choose to vanish here when we come to Maleficent's turn. Moving over Michael. So we're gonna stay where we are. We're gonna get some cash, get some power. And what do we play here? Do we have a couple curses to put down, maybe? Nope, we got an ally and a curse. Okay.
That's possible to put the curse at the same location. Oh, never mind. Dream of Sleep's been in the discard pile, so.
Yeah, both Dream of Sleeps are gone. There are Merryweather and Philip are both still in there.
Philip would be a little bit epic right now.
Yeah, that's frees up the Raven to come out.
That's true. Give him a scare, just cause.
Gonna leave those cards alone.
Let's see, 3 heroes there.
And both of them together. So you got Merryweather option where she can be gotten rid of immediately, or you can take Philip out of the deck. I doubt he's getting vanquished. I think we just see.
Oh, really?
Interesting. Not getting rid of the curse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Now, do we have a spinning wheel in hand? That would be nice. For Maleficent.
Indeed.
Maybe go over to the Forbidden Mountains, play a spinning wheel. Nope, got a curse to play. Or another ally. An ally. I do like Maleficent's positions with the allies here. Hubert
Yeah.
would kind of be annoying at this point in time. We do have. I'd give that, yeah, Michael or John.
Well, I guess Michael flies now.
Let's see what we get here from Hook. We're going to see an ally. Move over TikTok. Discard a cannon.
And what's the fate gonna be? Cause okay, let's see. Ooh,
We do
Herbert.
have Hubert, but I see Aurora being played with Fauna. It's going to cover up some actions.
I guess there is a reason to prefer Aurora. Although
Yeah,
Herbert would have been funny.
Maleficent did get a little bit of use out of some. Ooh, there's a spinning wheel. Getting rid
Get,
of Fauna.
let's get her 1 power. Not
Gain a
bad.
power back.
Funny is I already feel like the spinning wheel should have been played to the 4th location just for the higher power gain potential.
Yeah, I think I've seen Maleficent try to keep that cottage location clear for curse stacking. And she goes right back out to the same spot.
I've returned.
The return of the fairy to her cottage. Let's see. And there she goes again. Now Maleficent will get some money if she gets faded.
Yeah, that's interesting. The spinning wheel just says defeat, not vanquish.
Yes, the spinning wheel is just a defeated.
Be so funny if someone made some good rules to combine Disney with Marvel. That'd be funny.
Let's see what we got here. Looks like we've got doing a worthy opponent, trying to put another hero on the board here. I think there's still some in the... Yep, there's Tinkerbell. So are we playing and moving her?
I'd
Or...
honestly be okay playing her to kill Starkey.
Yeah, he doesn't do much good there, and Hook's got plenty of allies.
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd kill Starkey and
I
move
think we
her.
just played her to the lagoon and moved her over, though.
Yeah, and that's fair too.
And so Maleficent's going to get some cash.
Now, would you rather save King Stefan for the fire or save Philip for the Raven? I feel like I'd prefer using Philip just to kill some allies right now. Roar.
Looks like we are maybe blocking the fate. Covering up that cottage location again. Are we going to move Maleficent or leave her? Looks like we're going to leave her there.
Intriguing. Because she has plenty of power to start playing stuff. And right now, if she played a green fire, it would be safe. Deny her fate territory, but
Do that, and I would maybe move that ally over to Stefan. Move that Savage Goon over.
yeah, that'd be fair. Because you would have the vanquish up then. But at the same time, I don't know if I
Moving the
like it. But
spinning wheel. So that's a good play too.
agreed. See, my debate about vanquishing Stefan, is it worth it putting another the green fire remover back in the deck?
Yeah. The only moving that guy instead. The only problem with that is you leave your only fate location blocked.
That's
So it's
true.
a tough spot to have that curse at. Taunt. You taunt Michael here. Oh no, we're gonna get rid of that. That's a good play too. Getting rid of the device.
No, it's not too far from it being shuffled back in either, so it's not the worst of things. But still, helpful.
You gotta go through potentially a lot of deck to get back to it though.
Are all the worthy opponents in this card pose a question?
Okay. We have moved over the spinning wheel. So moving Tinkerbell. We see some swords coming out here. Haven't seen some swords for a while. Yep, there's a sword and a useless Once Upon a Dream. So which hero has that? That is guards. Guards with a sword.
Well, at least that makes sense. Note that guards could be still beaten by both the goons.
They could be, because there are two heroes there. I think that those goons are probably sitting there waiting for the time when Merryweather is ready to be vanquished.
That's probably fair. Okay.
Letting her hang around there for a little bit before try to vanquish her at the right time so she doesn't come back out too early.
There.
Let's see. I think you get rid of Aurora here and get some cash.
Cold hard cash.
And if we have a curse, we can stick it over at the location with the goon. Oh, we see the Raven.
Now, if
Still 6 cards in the deck before Phillips comes back, so that's
Okay,
3 fates at least.
that'd be so funny if Philip came out right now.
Yeah, Phillips in the discard pile.
Okay. Uh, I feel like that she plays a very similar game to Maleficent, in the sense that you actually like people fading you because you now know what.
I wouldn't say Maleficent likes to be faded.
True. It just gives her a lot of helpful information.
There's always potential for overfading, though.
That's true.
And we're going to see the hand here. Good old Flora coming back out to
Ooh.
play. Got one
Maleficent has a.
curse and a savage goon.
Hmm. And the Raven is out, so there could be a third action in play.
Going to spend a couple. Going
What a
to gain some money. Do we see a vanish on this go here? Nope.
pass turn, okay. A malice, a forest, and a malice. That's a lot of malice for one gal.
Got another ally put down, and swords and a guard.
I would almost pick the sword.
Yeah, put the sword on Flora. Now, this one I might go ahead and move over. Let's see. I'm gonna get some money. I was thinking maybe move one of those goons and get rid of Flora, but I think we're still leaving them for Merryweather here. We need
It's a
to
little fun
discard
humor. King
discard
Stefan's
some
pointing
cards.
in the same direction as the sword, and the sword's
Oh yeah,
pointing at Merryweather, and Merryweather's shooting left. Not planned, but looks cool.
let's see. Trying to work. Yep, we can't play that curse to the Raven's location. And we're discarding a couple cards. And drawing 3.
Ooh, a dreamless sleep.
Okay, so we have a couple curses in hand. So we might potentially get Merryweather gone here.
Wait a second here. He could win if he gets rid of Merryweather. He could actually have a pretty aggressive win here, because he could literally move to the leftmost location to
Yeah,
get.
I think that Hubert was the right play there, because we could have had 2 moves and a vanquish and a play.
Yeah, I agree. Because like all he has to do is move once he gets rid of Merryweather, which is the big trick here. He moves there. Oh, hey, did he legitly move there and is getting rid
He
of the green
did, yeah.
fire now?
So the Raven moved the green fire off location. He went to the location and moved it back.
Oh, that's one way to do it. To get the move action. Wait, he wouldn't be able to.
Raven's action was to move. So
Oh, I know.
Raven moved.
I
Yeah.
guess I was referring to him moving the ally back too. But instead, he just played a cackling goon to the same location.
And we did stay at the location here too, so.
He played 2 cards at this location? Question mark. Because if he moved twice, he couldn't have played twice at this location. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad someone caught it.
I think yeah, it was in hand, not at the location.
Oh, okay, so that was just accident. Okay. Flora confusion. See. How did he move the cackling goon one over?
He
Oh,
stayed where he was.
okay. He didn't move the raven though.
No, he wants
No,
to not let it die to Philip.
that makes sense. Okay.
So we vanished, stayed where we were, and moved over the goon.
Cause she's okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want
And Hook's still hunting Pan.
putting down another goon here. And fading.
How many cards are left now?
A
7.
taunt. I think now you taunt somebody.
Yep.
Yep.
And now the map is at least beatable. Can't get in that horrible Peter Pan taunt while the map's out. Ooh.
Discarding. Still going for a fade. Those are out of the way.
Yeah.
How many cards are left?
In who? In what
6.
deck?
Oh, I was looking at the. So we're gonna gain. I think you. Where do you put that curse? Yeah, I think you get rid of Merryweather here. Because you still got 3 fates before she comes back out. And then I think you play a curse to. Oh, you don't have enough money to play a curse there.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing is, at least right now, in the current, that to do a 2-turn win, you'd only have 4 power, which means you wouldn't have enough power. But
We're deciding if we want to risk Philip here. Or are we going to get some money?
I think, at least right now, is Fauna in the deck right now or no?
Let's see. Is she? I think she's still in the deck. Yeah,
Okay.
she's still in
Because
the
of
deck.
that, then this is a little more risky than I was thinking. It's part of Maleficent, though.
Yeah.
It's,
You.
Because
Yeah,
theoretically,
definitely a tricky puzzle.
one use of the Raven does get you enough power, and you still. So even if the Raven gets killed, you would theoretically have a shot, unless something can
Well,
kill.
if the Raven doesn't get killed, you could win.
That's true. It's almost a guaranteed win if the Raven's still out, and more or
Because
less.
if you move the Raven, get the power, go over and get rid of Merryweather, and then play a green fire to the woods. Then if the Raven doesn't die, then you can double move on the next turn and win.
The only problem I'm running into is the. Actually, I think the Raven would be a great choice right now. Because if he gains 3 power and plays a green fire, uses the Raven to get 3 power, and then he plays a green fire to where the Raven is, then all of a
You're
suddenly,
you're taking the risk that Philip doesn't come out.
but Philip can't go through green fire though.
Well, you can't. You can't play the curse to where Raven's at though.
That's a good
So
point. Never
that's the
mind.
problem. That's the
Yeah.
problem with that. You can't
Yeah.
play. Yeah, you can't move Raven there and get the power and then play it to that
So
same spot.
many little things I forget like that. Oh. The trick is to get that 2-turn win. He needs the power, but obviously it's hard to.
Hmm. Yeah, I think at this point, I think you leave Raven where he's at for now to protect him from Philip, and then you go to the forest yourself this turn and get the power that you need.
Arguably, I would have
There's
instead of.
Philip.
Eh,
So now we're gonna see Aurora come out, and
doesn't necessarily matter other than Cacklin.
we see some guards. Okay. So now there's only one card left in that Fate deck.
And I'm pretty sure it's a sword. No, it's probably Fauna. Yeah, it's Fauna.
Hmm.
But now it's 2. Yeah, it's at least 2 turns. And Pan is not out yet.
Nope, Pan is still not out. All right, now you got to weigh your options here. What to do? What to do?
See, now he has to get the money, so it's either.
So now you've
Uh,
got. Oh, yep, one too
okay,
much.
good.
There we go. They got it.
He's gonna.
So we do lose the green fire there.
He might. I think this might have botched it ever so slightly, potentially.
Putting one back out.
Yeah, but.
I think you
Yeah.
move. I would move Raven. Yep. You move Raven so that Philip does less damage if he comes out.
Surprised he didn't go for keep the Raven, but instead just get the money and the extra play. Because if he did that, his victory would have been almost assured.
Yeah, you've still got potential for. I mean, Merryweather and or Philip can both come out on the next Fate too.
Yeah, Merryweather would be the only thing I think that could. Merryweather or a Dreamless Sleep would be the only 3 cards that would have stopped her if she had gone for the 3 power play and not moved the Raven. Because then she could have put a green fire somewhere, and there's only 3 cards that could get rid of a green fire anywhere but
There's
there.
Merryweather again.
So I wouldn't paid it off in this case, but now you have to fight Merryweather again.
Yeah, I think you move over one of your allies with the Raven. Move over one of your allies.
Yeah, that would make
Put
sense.
Raven back at green fire.
And Huck just struggling to get Pan out.
Yep, there's still a taunted hero out too.
Their timers are kind of almost dead even. I'm impressed, actually. A Vanquish. Guess you might as well. There's a lot of allies there.
Getting rid of Flora to get that'll get you some cash too. That's a good play.
Yeah, you get 4 power. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And now you still got to get rid of
Flora one more
Merryweather again,
time.
though. Well,
So
Merryweather. We need
Merryweather,
another
yeah.
ally.
So that's at least 3 turns if he can beat Merryweather in the second turn.
Mm-hmm.
You might be trying to get control of a second location. Because he can do that. In terms of long-term game, that works.
So there's Philip, and we're gonna get rid of that curse that just got put down. Hmm. Trying to get Pan here.
You know, is oh, he's worthy opponenting first. Okay,
Nope,
let's see.
changing our mind.
Well, that's a
Yep, there we go. Okay, Lost Boys.
Then I'd move the other Lost Boys to your exile Jolly Roger zone. The Jolly Roger being having the actual brig.
And we do have Philip gone for a turn.
Funny is this is actually a pretty close game, all things considered.
Yeah, Maleficent still needs an ally though to get rid of Merryweather.
Feels bad moment to get rid of green fire from the same location for the second time. Surprised he didn't move the Raven though.
He did.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got money from it.
Okay. I guess knowing Philip's down there is a one reason. That's okay. The staff. A really necessary piece right now.
One too many cards. And I got some guards.
At this point, all those heroes out means it's going to be easier to get through that fate deck quickly. It's almost better for those dragon forms now. Oh, Ingenious Device is ready for if
It
Pan
is
comes.
back once again.
What's funny is, as long as it's been gone, it actually hasn't had a need. and, until maybe now, because I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's actually one hero besides
Vanishing.
Pan left in the deck, and she's in discard. So the only hero left is Pan.
Yeah, there's still a taunt on the board though.
That's true. But in terms of worthy opponents, is what I'm thinking.
All right, what's coming up here? We do have Flora and a sword back in there. Nope, that's not what you want to do.
Yeah, you flip the deck.
Yeah, wanted to search it and see what was there. Flora and a sword.
Evor is a pretty good
Putting a
play.
sword.
A sword.
All right, so I think you put Raven down at the green fire. I would move. I would probably move that Cackler over.
Yeah,
Giving
that'd be
it
fair.
to Aurora.
The Cackler would be 4 strength on his own right now if he moves that. Yeah, that'd be a good play, and I would think too. Granted, he also needs an ally to play stuff with, so.
Guard, Sword of Truth, Aurora. He gets plus. He'd actually be a 5, I think, because he gets +1 for every hero.
He's an E1, I thought.
He's 1, but he would get +4. He gets one +1 for every hero.
One. Yeah, I only count 3 heroes on the 4th location though.
Is there 3 or 4? There's
I
guards. Let's see, Aurora. Okay, only 3. Yeah.
Yeah, just 2 swords there too.
Hard to tell.
Fun fact, that means there'd be 4 power to play curses there. Oh, yeah, that's pretty brutal. Maleficent desperate for power.
Well, she had a vanish, so she's gonna stay and get some here.
Okay, good. And then there's Hook who has an excess of power. Give him a scare. See, I'd be a little scared because I would know for a fact that even if Pan's in the next 2, it's almost a dooming sentence because you know that the next fate you get, if you get a fate, would get rid of Pan. Dreamless Sleep or a Fauna.
Can't put fauna there.
Yep. Only 3 locations to make the wall of heroes. Funny is if Hook begins to start defeating heroes, all suddenly the Malice condition could be really useful to Maleficent.
Yeah, if it's in hand. I think we saw a couple of them discarded earlier, and I don't know if we've gone through a reshuffle yet. Raven
Oh, well, we've
stay.
gone through 1 reshuffle. There's
Have
5
we already?
cards and yeah, Maleficent has 5
Oh,
cards
okay.
in her
Yep.
card
Yep.
pile.
Cool.
This has been the longest of our 3 games.
Discarding the hand,
Oh,
except for 1 card.
intriguing. That included quite a few curses too.
Couple of them.
Guess he needs more allies or something.
Yeah. All right. Now we see a map.
Oh, all this trouble and now a map. It was literally the second from the top card. Okay. The map is a guarantee in this case, because one of the allies is already taunted, so.
We do have a cannon.
Oh,
We're gonna get rid of some Lost Boys.
dandy.
And that one. And we're gonna move the device. And move Pan.
You know, I would agree to that as his course of action.
Or do you just
See,
double move Pan on the next move?
in terms of what's left in the Fate deck, there's guarantee of an item destroyer in there.
Choosing to move the cannon. Nope.
There's 2 item destroyers left in the Fate deck for Hook, so one of those 3 items is getting blown up next turn. And I almost guarantee I think I know which one will be blown up. Ooh, Zlay feeling the pressure of some time here.
Discarding. Merryweather.
Merryweather's destruction. It is now possible to win. But he needs a second ally to get. He needs to get his curses on the right hand side of the board. it's nice to know that there's only been one match we've had to call due to time.
I think this is Philip here. Yep.
And that Raven being gone will, be a little harder to. You'll have to chance a little. And as far as I'm aware, he discarded 2 green fires, so he has no green fires that he could potentially have in hand. He's got no Force of Thorns. He could at most have 2 Dreamless Sleeps in hand. Oh, that's right. Starkey could be back in his hand. In New Hook's hand. If Starkey's in Hook's hand, he could potentially win next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because all he has to do is either play or move the cannon over. Is being faded. Ooh, a
There's
taunt
a
or an
taunt.
item destroyer. He's preferring to taunt. Okay. It is more guaranteed.
Moving over a curse.
Ooh, ooh.
Does Hook have the other cannon in hand?
That's true. If he had the other cannon, it would be.
Looks like a no. Or we're just choosing to fade anyway, even if we have it in hand. Yeah, it hurts to lose another curse.
Funny enough, he has only Mr. Starkey's in the discard pile, so in terms of allies. Did I miss something? What got rid of 2 curses on
Maleficent had to get rid of one to fate.
Oh. And what got rid of the other forest?
The fate just now.
Oh.
Dreamless, or Once Upon a Dream.
Oh, she had moved it over. Okay. Ooh. He could blow up the taunted lost place.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see that here. Do see a tyranny. I think looks like swung Hook's way a little bit.
Yeah. And at this point, there's 1 fake card left, but there's 8 fake cards that could be shuffled.
And that's gonna do it.
Oh, there we are.
Had the other
Game
cannon.
at 40 minutes. Funny is in Wicked League, this would be considered a forced tie.
It would have been. A lot of times they give that extra couple seconds or so, but
That's true.
well fought match.
Indeed.
Hop over. See if my computer will cooperate. Hop over and chat with them.
Or do we want to bring him here since Wacko's recording and I don't know if he's around?
Uh, yeah, they could hop into ours.
Okay. I'll tell him to join our VC. Oh, play disconnected before I can say anything. Well, what'd you think?
What do you think? I'm exhausted.
It was definitely a well fought match. You guys seem neck and neck.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I was forced to discard the map and the worthy opponent in 2 games in a row.
Yep.
We did notice. Yes.
Was that a mistake?
No. I mean it. The one game you didn't win, and the other game you did. So it was It worked out one game and didn't work out the other game.
Pretty much just playing the blue fairies, all that matters, it seems. The swords really helped, though. I got all the swords.
Yeah, the
That's quite
swords made it
satisfying.
cost 4 power to play extra power to play Curse there.
Yep, it's wonderful.
The fact I was noticing was there's a few times I was surprised Zlay didn't play Tyranny. But
I guess he
other than
liked his
that,
hand.
well, it doesn't even change your hand. You could just discard the next 3 cards you draw.
Yeah, that is curious. Unfortunately, he had to go somewhere else, so he won't be, part of this call.
Yeah, Dragon Form was
Yeah,
a
it was.
lifesaver at times. It was an interesting game.
Now I've got to play Mim or Evil Queen. Joy.
Yeah. Now it's either a repeat match.
I'm not sure I
E-
could even take out Mim, so I'm actually kind of hoping for the redo against Evil Queen.
Me and Wait should be playing on Friday. We need to ask about if there can be recorders at about 8 or 9 p. But after that, then we have one more match in the console, the losers bracket, and then whoever wins that will be the final opponent against the other. And if the loser wins that one, then technically there's another match too, because it's double elimination.
All
The
right.
I'm just
chance
Well,
so
for
done with
repeat,
Hook at this point.
the chance for repeat
it's
matches.
been a long 2.5 months of playing the same character.
Ironically, that was
Oh,
like one of the easiest matches I've had against like a non-fate spammer, and that was still annoyingly close.
I'm curious. What would you guys think if we ever did a match where it was less you pick a villain or draft a villain, but like we have a list of matchups and then you pick one of those matchups and whoever wins the dice just picks one of the 2 villains of that matchup.
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds like it might be difficult to implement for a tournament length.
Oh
But
yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for a tournament. It'd just be for fun.
yeah.
Doesn't feel like too much fun at this point.
True. I know in terms of play testing, I want